What is going on, guys? DragonTamerBlayde here, back from our Elder Scrolls Legends, and today we're going to be playing a Dragon Redoran deck. Typically I like to make my Dragon Redoran decks like a little bit faster type of thing, you know, a little bit more beatdowny. But I had a specific request to play a little bit of a slower version, so that's kind of what I built here. We got some decent defensive tools. We got Barrel Stalker, Midnight Snack for some early game guard. We got Tiny Dragon and Redoran Forerunner to start clearing things early. We also have Dark Guardian for the guard as well. We got Double Lookout. I'm not playing the 2-cost Lookout from purple. It's not a bad card. I just didn't really think we needed it. But we have Barrow Stalker, Baruma, Apex Wolf, and Undying Dragon as ways to gain life. Indral Mastermind is the only real draw in the deck besides the Blade's Lookout. We gotta kind of hope to get some decent value from that. Playing Soul Revenge, it doesn't really fit in a slower list, but it's just one of those cards that can kind of win games. And as long as you play it at the right time, I think it's fine. Nahagleave. We're playing most of the dragons you can play in these colors. You got the 3 big boys in neutral. Skeletal, Wildfire, Nahagleave, Undying Dragon, Skyborn Dragon, Blood Dragon, Revered Guardian, Tiny Dragon, Reflective Automaton. So the only ones we're not playing are Karspire Scourge. We're not playing the 6-cost 6/6 that ramps. I think that's it for dragons we're not playing. I think I'm playing all the other ones we can. Playing Cloud Rash just because it's really good, and it could potentially have some late game combos with Devour. I'm playing Devour just because it's funny, and it could potentially do some crazy Odiving things. Same thing with Apex Wolf. Plus, I just wanted more heal in the deck if we're going to try and play a little bit slower. We need some ways to recover against some aggro decks. And we're going to hope to do that by a mixture of the guards and things like Burma and the heals that I mentioned. We have Cradle Crush also to help clear some lanes. It's just another decent card. I think it's fine. There's a lot of other cards you could have considered running in here, but I wanted to make room for all the dragons, so that's how we ended up this way. I thought about running a ramp package, but at the end of the day, I didn't want the ramp in the way. I just wanted some dragons, and I'm sure you guys can understand. We're going to see how this can do. If nothing else, I should have a good time playing dragons. I don't really know what our strategy is against some of the slower decks in the game. I think we have a decent enough matchup against aggro as long as we draw well. Obviously that's much easier said than done, but I think it's a decent enough matchup. Playing against Crusader, so I guess we should get a look at how that aggro matchup is going to go quite early on here. Tomorrow 247. I'm actually going to keep the Dawnbreaker.
Greetings, citizen.
Alright, so Bruma will be pretty good against an aggro deck.
Did you hear that?
I will ring out the Bruma, partially because it'll start gaining me life, and partially because I can trade into the makeshift defenses that he probably plays here. If he does something like 5th Legion Trainer into makeshift defenses, we have counterplays.
Training is over. It's time
I'll take
to
them
act.
with me.
As expected. Now we ring out Dark Guardian, gain that 1 life back, and make trading into this very awkward. And there's also a world next turn where we just plop Dawnbreaker onto one of these two and start going to town.
United.
Impressive.
I'll take them with me.
You fight like a child.
That is very all in this early. Just clear that. If he wants to trade, that's fine. The longer this goes, the better it is for us. And we're getting into things like Cast into Time. Wildfire Dragon will be amazing if this is just pure tokens. Although Marked Man could have just been an aggro opener as well.
Bless us, kind. May we serve you with every word.
Okay, that's pretty good for us. Nothing playable, unfortunately, but we can follow up with either Sower or Cast into Time. Like, if he plays just like a really high power 5 cost creature here, we're going to cast that thing into time. Otherwise, I think we probably drop Sower. Yeah, I think Sower is the play here.
Fear me, mortal? You should.
And we can follow things up now with Skyborn into Nahagleave. And just things are going to start getting better and better for us, I think.
I'll try to draw their fire.
We stand united. For the warrior wife.
Okay. $41 to $39, that is good.
Perish in pain.
I'm actually just going to kill this. It might give him a card. But my plan is probably Cradle Crush next turn, so the more stuff I can get with 2 health out of here, the better. Alright, that's fine. He's going to give us a card. Hopefully he just stacks the lane full of cheap stuff.
Orcs at the ready. For the warrior wife.
I'll try to draw their fire.
That's fine. Our goal here is to trade into that. Okay.
Hardly a challenge.
Oh. Hiding will not save.
Let's go Nahagleave for now. I'm hoping this finally forces the rest of his creatures into this lane where Cradle Crush can hopefully kind of close things out. I know that's high hopes, but...
For the warrior wife.
Revered Guardian.
Sniveling coward.
Sower. Dawnbreaker.
Preparations have been made.
Okay.
Behold my power.
Just take this out. Next turn we can play Sower and Revered Guardian.
You won't foil my plan. Wait. Did you hear that?
It's my business to keep track of strangers.
Fear me, mortal? You
Play these two out. We know he has 1 makeshift defenses plus whatever he top decked, which if it's not like a 3rd Orc clan captain, then he's not getting past the Sower right away. And then next turn we can Skyborn plus Revered Guardian. Or we can Apex plus Revered Guardian. That'll transform Delphine.
Now
We'll
it's
trade into
my
that.
turn.
Trade into that. Now he can't still kill Sower without a buff. We've got heals down now, which means we feel really good about where we're at. We're going to draw our top creature. Reflective Automaton. Okay. Still not going to go face just yet. We can start going face soon though. I just want Reflective Automaton to swing a couple times, get our health up. Do we have lethal? 5, 10, 15, 21. We could kill this off. Yeah, let's go for it.
Now it's my turn.
It's not a Cloud Rest. We got rid of those. I'm assuming... Well, okay.
fine battle.
Do you not fear me, mortal? You should.
And then we'll kill off our own guy for the victory. That went pretty well. I probably played things a little bit more risky than I needed to. Our health probably got a little bit lower than it had to. But all's well that ends well. We're going to go ahead and get one more game. These are going to be a little bit slower games just because of the way I need to play this, but I mean, that worked pretty well. And I think our opponent drew pretty well as well. That Scimitar plus 5th Legion Trainer turn, that was a really... Normally that'd be like a really hard to come back from turn. And we kind of just kept chugging along a little bit. So now we got Warrior. Depends on if it's Aggro Warrior or the Slay Rage ramp thing. I think this is a fine hand for both. It's not a great hand for both, but like... These are good against Aggro Warrior. This will be good against Ramp Warrior, and decent against Aggro Warrior. I have the ring, so I can afford to keep the 3-drop. Because neither of the two decks play any 1-drops. Besides some run Mudcrab Merchant. Sorry, I couldn't think of the name of the card. That's the 1/1 drop you'll see occasionally. And the Mudcrab Merchant's only run in Aggro Warrior. It's not run in Ramp Warrior. We'll see which one of those he is playing. Okay, this is... It's a hand. I don't feel overly strongly about it one way or another. No play here would have me leaning.
Won't escape alive.
Alright, so maybe you're just going full on Orc Warrior. Dawnbreaker's just always a great pull. Cast into Time will be good for hitting his Wood Orc Headhunters, or potentially even his Orc Clan Captains would be solid. This could also be Fat Warrior, but I'm leaning towards Orc Warrior if he's playing this.
Orcs at the ready.
There's the Clan Captorino. So now the question is, do I go Cloud Rest or do I go Dawnbreaker? I think the answer is probably just
I'll try
Cloud
to
Rest.
draw their fire.
That'll make it so he has to trade both of these in and it still won't kill Dark Guardian. Then we could follow up with Dushnik or whatever we need to. Or if he just plays like... Oh yeah, I also need Cast in the Time for Sower. It's a good start for us so far. I guess it has potential to go wrong if he has Scimitars here. Or any health buff, really. Although Orcs typically don't play that. Occasionally you'll see the banner. But that's like pretty darn rare. We'll see what he's got.
Get one shot.
Stone Shard.
Make it good.
So that'll kill my Cloud Rest, yeah. We'll see if he double trades. He does not double trade. I'll take this out.
We must protect our stronghold.
I'm also going to lock down the Shadow. Just because I want him out of it. And then next turn, if he plays Sower, obviously we cast into Time. Depending on his other plays, we could just go for Undying Dragon. He's going for Redoran Battle Spear.
Ready to die.
That's not something I was
Orcs
expecting.
at the ready.
I know a shortcut.
So let's get rid of
I'll
this.
clear a path.
We're going to get rid of the guy that rallies. And we know the rally went on to this, so there's no more unaccounted for rallies. That is 2 of his 3 Orc Clan Captains taken care of. He is playing the banner. I just got done talking about how rare it is. Oh well, we have so much life gain. I think we're okay in almost all situations here. Can't believe he's playing the banner. Alright. I think I like just
our stronghold.
getting rid of the banner.
I'll clear a path.
They're in my sights.
We could probably start working him down. We've got Cast into Time, we got Sower. We've got 10-10 Undying Dragon coming down.
Let us please Moloch with our deeds.
Strength in unity.
I'll clear a path.
They're in my sights. They're in my sights.
Let's just play the 10-10 Dragon. 'Cause if he swings for 6 here, we can Cradle Crush next turn and clear those two. And like, we have threats all over the board. I don't see a reason not to push our advantage. And the odds of him dipping me down
Make it good.
below 30, or whatever, yeah, 30 is the threshold. The odds of me dipping below that are quite low. Surprised he didn't take this out.
Cower in fear or face my wrath.
Steal!
Okay.
Moloch's left fang.
There are no keywords to eat up. So I think we'll just take the health.
Killing you will make an excellent
They're in my
story.
sights.
Drop down a Sower, see if he can take care of it.
You should.
Although if he has a way to clear somehow here, things get froggy. It will not be an easy clear.
We stand united.
Although Earthbone Spinner trade, double trade would work.
Maybe I got time for you, and maybe I don't.
Oh well, look, he did it. But now you still have to double trade.
Bones will scatter.
Unless you have 1 damage you're sitting on somehow.
I'll cripple you. I'll cripple you.
Dropping me to 5 doesn't do it. Yeah, that's good game, buddy.
A fine battle.
I guess he had no way to deal with the Sower next turn, so he's just dealing damage. Alrighty guys, well, we fended off 2 pretty aggressive decks there with our slow dragon deck. Let's open a pack to celebrate, actually. I got a pack sitting here, we might as well open it, right? Let's see. Imprisoned Deathlord. Got a good Silence Warrior deck card. But yeah, alright guys, that's gonna be it for now. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. As always, thank you very much for watching. We'll see you guys next time. Peace.